Hey, welcome to FCRB TV, a late night edition here. I just got back from my club's under 12 boys soccer match this evening, and we unfortunately lost 2-1 in the local derby. So it was a good game. The little guys fought hard, created a slew of chances, and but couldn't put enough in the back of the net, and that's how it goes sometimes. But I wanted to make this video after the match today. It was like, the way the match went, it really prompted me to want to make this video as once I got home. And it has to do with the famous, or to some people, infamous Sergio Ramos, the captain of Real Madrid, the captain of La Roja, the Spanish national team. And with the World Cup, days away, what is it? It's got to be like 15 days, something like that. Just like over 2 weeks away. I'm totally stoked about it. Gonna get to watch some big players perform, and Sergio Ramos is one of them. And before I go on, I want to make sure that I let it be known that I'm not a Real Madrid fan. I wanted Liverpool to win the Champions League. If you watched the last video, I wanted them to win because I'm tired of Real Madrid winning. I want somebody to knock the bullies off their perch, because they are bullies, but there's nothing wrong being a bully when it comes to football, you know. So I wanted to make this video about Sergio Ramos because, a lot of people are crying and moaning about this guy, stating that he's a cheat, he's a dirtbag, he's a scumbag, he should be banned. There's some silly lawsuit, going around social media saying that they're suing Ramos for $1 billion because of what he did to Salah in the Champions League final. And what I want people to know is that Sergio Ramos is a serial winner. And every kid in the world who wants to be a footballer should watch Sergio Ramos, should watch Luis Suarez, should watch Diego Costa, should watch Godin of Atletico Madrid. Obviously, you watch other guys as well, but those guys, I named those guys, and Sergio Ramos leading the way because Sergio Ramos is the quintessential leader. He is tough as nails. He will do whatever he has to do to make sure his side wins. And to start off with the coming together with Salah in the Champions League final, Salah grabbed him first, trying to get leverage to get away, right? But then Ramos, his experience, he pinched his arm and took him down to the ground. Now, also in social media, it's been circling, throughout social media that he did the same thing to Dani Alves. But Dani Alves is another winner, another serial winner, another KG veteran who got caught in the web of Ramos and quickly fell in a way to protect himself from serious injury. Salah's inexperience or naivety was why he got his shoulder dislocated by Ramos. Ramos wasn't trying to hurt him, but Ramos was really trying to take him through the ringer and let him know that, listen, if you're going to become European champions, you're going to have to knock off the big boys. And we are the biggest boy here. And it's going to take a lot. Are you man enough? Are you tough enough? And Liverpool weren't. People are crying, saying that he's a dirty dude. No, Sergio Ramos is the center back that everybody wants. For all the ballers out there, all the ballers, if we're playing a pickup game, you'd be like, yo, I want Sergio Ramos on my team. Yeah, you know it. And if you say you don't want Sergio Ramos on your team, you're a loser. You're gonna lose. Because whoever's got Sergio, his team's probably gonna win. If Sergio's going 100%, oh yeah. And the same thing with Suarez. The same thing with Diego Costa. All these guys that I'm mentioning, they're something else when you're playing against them. But when you're on their team, it's a sigh of relief because you know they got your back. They got you. And players today, these young kids coming up, you gotta be like Sergio Ramos. I think Sergio Ramos is getting a bad rap, you know, because they're trying to vilify him and say he's a bad dude. He's not a bad dude. He's a winner. He will crush you if you are in his way of winning a championship, of winning a match. He plays for Los Blancos. Those people win all the time. They don't have time to be losing, even though they didn't win La Liga, you know what I mean? But their standards are win everything or else. So, Sergio being the captain, and why do you think he is the captain? Because he exudes and represents what Real Madrid are about. They're winners. You know, the White House, Los Blancos, they're winners. And who is the leader of the winners? Sergio Ramos. People, it's you know, I read another status line or some post, and it said Sergio Ramos, either you love him or you hate him. The line is there's a divide. I don't love Sergio Ramos and I don't hate Sergio Ramos. What I do though, I do respect Sergio Ramos. And you have to respect the man. You got to respect the game, bro. He's the type of center back that if you're a center forward like Luis Suarez, don't you love it when Diego Costa and Ramos square up? It's a battle. It's a fight for 90 plus minutes. When Suarez is there too, Suarez versus Ramos, it's a battle for 90 minutes. These guys are going to do whatever they got to do to win the game. Those are the games you tune into, and look at the matches. We're talking about Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid, the Madrid derby. Then we're talking about Barcelona versus Real Madrid, El Clasico. Massive matches, man. Massive matches. And big players playing those matches. If being a striker, when you play against Sergio Ramos, you know that if you have scored, you have done well. Because that means you've gotten away from Ramos. Because, you know, Ramos is on the field somewhere. And usually, he's there to stop everything. Juventus scored 3 goals at the Bernabeu and should have got to at least extra time. Because Ramos wasn't playing. And look how powerful Ramos is. Ramos came from the terraces and came down to the sideline when it was close. When it was still 3-0 to Juve. He came down on the sideline. And he shouldn't have been there. And Allegri saw him and started yelling at him. He said, if it wasn't for you coming down here, we would have got no penalty against us. But you have come here again, Ramos. The guy is amazing. And mind you, I don't even like the dude, but I love the game of football. And when I see somebody playing it the right way, you got like hats off to him. You know, the funny thing is, I was not in the Real Madrid locker room. I don't have Zidane's cell phone number either. But I can guarantee you, when they prepared all week for that game in Kiev, and in the locker room, when they were slicking their hair back, they're getting G'd up, they were ready to go, Ramos probably told his boys, he pulled them in and said, listen, let's work for each other. Let's work hard. Complete our passes. Get after it. High tempo. And one more thing. Don't worry about Salah. I will take care of him for you. I promise you he told him that. I promise you. Carvajal was like, oh, my man said he got it. We good. Let's go. You know? I'm telling you. These guys are Tony Cruz was like, hey, man, I'm good, man. Sergio said he got Salah, so we going to win this. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Kids, you've got to be like Sergio Ramos. You've got to start to develop that strength within. That power within you. Harness it. Let it grow like Sergio has done over his time. The guy's not a bad guy. He's not a cheat. He's a winner. You know? He's a winner. And every team needs a Sergio Ramos. Every team needs a Luis Suarez. Every team needs a Diego Costa. Look what Diego Costa has done for Atletico. They have won the Europa League now because he took care of Arsenal. My feeble Arsenal, we were hanging in there, but because Diego Costa is a straight bully, he put us out. Griezmann wasn't going to do it. It was Diego Costa who put us out. And then because he put us out, he set the stage so Griezmann can do his thing at the final. You know what I'm saying? I think that the game today, you know, watching the grassroots, we've got to release our kids and let them get tough. Let them get knocks. Let them get after. Let them get mad about situations. And like, you know what? I'm going 100 miles an hour right now, Mom. I'm going. You know? I want to be like Sergio Ramos. That's what it's got to be. Sergio Ramos, for as much as Bale did in the final to score the bike and to score again, assisted by Karius, Bale gets credits. Real Madrid played well. Liverpool played well as well. But the person who really won the game for them was Sergio Ramos. He is the ultimate piece of that Real Madrid team. And I tell you what, Ronaldo is flirting with the idea of leaving. Bale is because Bale is mistreated, he wants to kind of leave as well. I tell you what, the guy who's going to be really hard to replace is Sergio Ramos. Those other two lads, you can go and get attackers. If Bale and Ronaldo leave now, you just go and get Neymar and Harry Kane. You're good. You go and get Kane and you go and get Hazard. You're good. They're right back at it as long as Sergio Ramos is there. But if Sergio Ramos, Sergio ain't going nowhere. But the thing is, like, people talk about like, oh, let's appreciate Messi, let's appreciate Ronaldo. Yeah, we do. But let's appreciate Iniesta. Of course we do. Those guys are amazing. But you cannot forget people like Sergio Ramos, Godin at Atletico Madrid, Mats Hummels at Bayern Munich in Germany. He's a step below the other two. But you know who else was tough too? Was Lugano, who played for Uruguay. He's old now. He's just retired. But Lugano was tough too. Those tough, old school center backs that will tear your shirt off if you try to score against them. And people, oh, he's holding his shirt. Yeah, well, people who know football, people get their shirt held all the time. They hold you. They do all kinds of crazy stuff. So that's what Sergio Ramos is about. And I mean, as I watched him dominate that Champions League final, how he just influenced it all, from the back. And he does it all the time. I mean, he has won Champions League for them before that too, scoring on corners and stuff like that. He's a big player. He's got a big heart. That's Sergio Ramos. Big heart. And I was thoroughly impressed. I respect the dude. I would love to play against him because I know I would have to be at my best. And that's because that's how good he is. He's so good that he forces the best out of you. And what he was trying to do was he wanted to see what Salah was made of. And Salah was made out of spaghetti sticks. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for Sergio. He wasn't ready for Real Madrid. He was running around Roma, running around City. Because who at City tackles? Who at City is going to rough him up and say, let's see what you're made of? Nobody. He finally ran into a grown man, and they had the man crying off the field. I don't feel bad for it's unfortunate for Salah, but Salah should have known. But that's why I said he was naive. Because when you look at that, and Varane tough as hell too. Varane is tough. He don't even talk. You don't even hear him coming. He's like the Predator. You don't even see him or hear him. And he got a white shirt on, you still can't see him or hear him. And he just come and tackle you. I mean, I tell you, it's no fluke that they've won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. They're tough. They're tough. Carvajal is a little pit bull too. And Marcelo was the weakest link defensively for them. But they get away with it because you have Varane, you have Sergio Ramos, you have Carvajal, and then you have Casemiro in the middle who just is paid to kick people, But they all thrive off of Sergio, his energy. Just as, the funny thing is, just as Messi influences Barcelona and he runs the show and everybody plays to his tune, in a way, Sergio Ramos does that for Real Madrid. He's such a big player. And I just had to give my 2 cents and defend the guy because he's getting a bad rap. He's getting a bad rap. This is the big time. This is the Champions, and I can't wait to watch him for Spain. I can't wait. I think Spain will reach the semifinals. I think, man, because they're good. They got players going forward, and then they got Sergio. My man is tough. He's tough. He's cagey. He's crafty. He's clever. You know? He's a little nasty, but listen, everybody knows that if you're going to be successful at this game, at this sport, football, you got to have a little nasty in you. You have to. And if you don't have any nasty, good luck. Because you will, I mean, Thomas Muller said it, football is a shark tank. And if you're not ready to eat, you will be eaten. You get me? And Sergio Ramos, he's like, the days of me getting eaten up, they're long gone. Because he used to get eaten up now. But that's when he was applying his trade and learning. When he came from Sevilla, got to Real Madrid, and Ronaldinho, King Ronnie, was at bosses. He just slicing through Real Madrid, beating them 5-2, killing them. Yeah, remember that? But Sergio learned from that. Sergio, built this game up, and now it's his time. 3 Champions Leagues in a row, bossing people, trying to snap people, And the thing is that, like, he wanted to try to snap you is not wrong. You have to know he's coming to snap you and prepare. So, Sergio, if you see this, man, you the truth, bro. You already knew that. But sometimes it means more when somebody you don't even know knows your worth, dog. And like, yo, dude, you're the truth, man. You the real deal. They need to get off your back. You didn't do nothing. Go have a good World Cup in Russia. Dominate for Spain, put on a show, and teach these kids out here how to defend. Because I tell my players to watch these games, watch the top players, and mate, you are the best center back in the world. He the best. Close is Godin at Atletico. That guy's a nightmare, like a rash. He's like Martin Keown 2.0. He's a rash, bro. He's just all over you. Godin, hey, this guy. And you know who else is coming too? The Jimenez, the one that plays next to him, the young Uruguayan. Bruh. You young guys who are defenders, Jimenez, Godin, Varane, Ramos, make sure you watch these guys at the World Cup this summer in 2 weeks. Watch how they shut dudes down. And not only do they shut them down, they get inside their shirt. It's kind of like the Matrix. You know when Agent Smith would enter no, it wasn't Agent Smith. It was when Neo realized his powers and he jumped inside Agent Smith and you could see him just crawling through his skin and just blows the dude up. That's what Sergio Ramos and all these top defenders do to the attackers. They enter them and just shut it down. And that's what he did to Salah. He entered that dude, shut him down. And when that happened, Firmino was like, oh, I'm good. I'm not going near it. I'm not going to score today. That's why Firmino didn't score in the Champions League final. Because Ramos had already put out Salah, and Firmino was like, oh, I got to go to Russia, bro. I can't mess with this dude today. He might put me out. Nope. Remember when the cross came in and he could have had it and he ducked? He thought Ramos was behind him. He was like, nah, Ramos, I didn't even go for that. Leave me alone, bro. Yeah, that's what Firmino, yeah. Firmino got shook when he saw, you saw what's happening. He was like, oh, coach, physio, they got him. He got his shoulder. Firmino was shook from Sergio Ramos. The guy is fantastic. That's why Real Madrid won. That's why Sergio Ramos' team win 9 times out of 10. Yo, man, I tell you what, man, he's the type of dude I would want in my team every single time I'm playing. He is phenomenal. I'm trying to think, did I ever play with somebody like that? Nah. This Sergio Ramos he's special, man. He's the best center back in the world, the best. But yeah, I'm an attacker by heart, by trade. I love to attack. I love to score goals. I love to watch young attackers coming along. Of course, we love Messi, CR7, Griezmann, Mbappe. Who else do we love to watch? Dybala, Icardi. Icardi's not going to the World Cup. Thank you, Argentina. All these guys, Aguero, they're sensational. Like I said, I love the way strikers move, but you also have to appreciate the defenders. And this one is for the defenders, for Sergio Ramos. Dude, you're awesome. And if anybody, you can't even hate on the man. You can't even hate. Liverpool fans can be mad because they lost because of him. Okay, only Liverpool fans can be salty. But everybody else, if you did not want Liverpool to win, if you're not a Liverpool fan, If you were a neutral who picked Liverpool, you can't be mad at Sergio Ramos. So y'all, everybody, get off his back because he's a beauty for the game. He's so good. He makes attacks better. If you're going to beat Sergio Ramos, you have to be at your best. Rubbish attacking will not work against him. He's too good for that. He makes if you get away from him and you score, you're a top player. Your team is a good side going forward. That's what it takes to beat the best, and he is the best. So I just wanted to put that out there for Sergio Ramos because it's just silly people crying, oh, he should be banned, da 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 da. All you who are crying because the man shut down the Champions League final, you need to take a look in the mirror and be like, yo, are you really tough or not? Because I think that the people who are crying about Sergio, and you're not a true Liverpool supporter, you soft, and you need to stop that. You need to go, do some crunches and do something. Get tough. You know what I mean? Drink some almond milk or something. Get tough, man. Because I tell you, there's no reason to hate on Sergio. You should want to beat him, yes, because he's the best. And if you beat him, you have beaten the best, and that means you are good. But he did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. So that's my little spiel on Sergio Ramos. If you let me know what you think, put the comments down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to FCRB TV. I try to cover all footy. It's going to be a lot of videos coming through as the World Cup is coming up. Some friendlies have been played so far. But I'm not really worried about that. I'm just, listening to the news and can't wait for the games, man. So it's going to be exciting. And your boy will be back. So subscribe at the bottom. FCRB TV. Ciao.